we always describe Lehigh as a regional company, and that we do nearly 100% of our work in this region, Western New York. We sort of have always defined that as about 60 miles from our office in Orchard Park, kind of a radius of 60 miles is our kind of general work area. But in prior years, I was always sort of intrigued with the idea of companies that worked outside of the region and how you did that and how it worked, and who did it for you, and the traveling aspect was always pretty intriguing. And I had friends in the business whose companies worked in other areas, and I was kind of always picking their brain a little bit about how it worked for them. But we never quite knew how an opportunity would present itself. And then one day it did, and it was kind of an interesting story, in that we had a relationship with AT&T and had done some work in the Western New York region, and guess we somehow got onto their bid list on a more national basis. So one day, one of our estimators came to me and said, I got a call from this guy working for a large national construction company doing business for AT&T, and he called me up and said, we have a job in your area. Would you be interested? And as we generally say when a client calls, if we have interest, yes, we're definitely interested. So our estimator said, where is the project? He said, well, it's in Annville, Pennsylvania. So our guy scrambled a little bit quick and did a little checking, and it turned out that Annville, Pennsylvania is down around Hershey, PA, which is about 300 miles from our office here in Orchard Park. So we called the guy back and he said, hey, in our area, it's like 300 miles away. And the guy's response was, listen, pal, I'm working out of a suitcase in Denver, Colorado, and as far as I'm concerned, anything east of the Mississippi is in your area. So are you interested or not? So again, an opportunity presented itself. We decided to seize that opportunity, and one job in Annville, Pennsylvania led to 47 jobs in 17 different states for AT&T over the course of the next couple of years. That was during the time when fiber optic cable was being put in the ground as fast as companies could get it in, and we did a lot of work for them at these fiber optic sites around the country. Took us as far south as Louisiana and Mississippi, as far out west as Nebraska, I believe, and up into New England, a bunch of other states in between. So we sort of came upon the traveling out of town on the road thing for Lehigh by accident, but again, we seized the opportunity, and now when a client calls, we pack our bags and head out on the road.